In the past few years, a trend has cropped up that centers around something very dear to me. Gee, that sounds oddly familiar. On Halloween of 2022, the horror YouTuber Nexpo uploaded what would become arguably my favorite video on his channel. Haunted PS1 is an indie game grab bag video discussing an anthology series known as, well, Haunted PS1. Each year on itch.io, this Papyrus-looking fuck named Skully releases a haunted demo disc containing a collection of upcoming horror games from the indie game community. A lot of these games are pretty obscure if I'm being honest, although I was surprised to see that Dread Delusion was among them. I actually bought this game a few months ago and I've been playing it on and off for an upcoming video on the main channel. Now the reason why I'm making this video is twofold. First off, I love horror media and I especially love Halloween. But secondly, I'm making this because in Nexpo's video, he said he was going to make the Haunted PS1 videos a Halloween tradition on his channel. Well, it's been over 2 years and he hasn't done jack shit, so I figured that somebody needs to pick up the baton. In this video, I'll be looking at the 2024 Haunted PS1 demo disc, and if this video does well, we'll take a look at what is basically the 2023 demo disc. Don't ask me why it's called Changed, I haven't even fucking touched this yet.
You okay, kid? Come on, we're almost there.
You like video games, right?
Come on, we're almost there.
Oh, okay. Holy shit, we're on the moon!
The 2024 disc begins with an introduction movie of sorts. Skully invites us to a ritual party he's hosting, with the promise that we'll be able to play some video games. But before he's able to complete the ritual, something goes horribly wrong. Skully's face fucking vaporizes, and the other party attendees are cursed by the haunted disc. And from here, we're able to start playing the demos. This video isn't going to cover every game that's in here, and that's because Haunted PS1 is completely free to download and play. You should just check it out yourself if any of these games interest you. There's 24 games total in this collection, and half of them aren't even horror games, so there's something here for everyone. This video in particular will cover a random handful of these titles. If you're not here to watch the whole video, you can sift through the chapters and just check out whatever games in this video sound interesting to you. So with all of that out of the way, let's dig into this and see what games we're dealing with. That was an awful take.
Damn, we got the fentanyl core, 2400 hertz main processor, let's go. We're crashing out.
No Players Online is a game that's been making waves on YouTube for a few years now. I was first exposed to an earlier demo of this on Markiplier's channel back in November of 2019. But the basic premise is that you're a computer user from the early to mid-90s, and you've received an alert from an instant messenger about an open beta of an FPS game. The demo has a pretty slow beginning. After a small introduction level, you're thrown into a login screen before entering a desktop environment. You're able to mess about on the desktop for a good while before the game proper finally begins.
We'll try the old reliable. Okay, it wasn't the four corners. Okay, we can play Minesweeper. Let's go. Okay. You gotta be fucking with me. Did I mention that I'm bad at Minesweeper? Okay, let's try this again. Okay. Of course. So we got 2 there, and we've only got 1 here. So what that means is that these 2 are fine. And so because the second one's here somewhere, and this is only 1, then what that means is that any of these can't be it, I don't think. Oh, well, wait, hold on. It's gotta be this one then, right? Okay, let's play the actual game.
After receiving your message, you're given a link to a download page. The file doesn't take very long to set up, and once you're ready, you're thrown straight into the game's title screen.
Oh god, they're gonna grab my IP address. I swear to god, this is a fucking Trojan. Oh, well, hold on. Can I right-click it? No. Hold on a second, I want to write this down. So it is inuitgames.com, sorry, .de. Oh, my caps lock was on. I was like, what the fuck? I just wanted to post some shit. Start shit posting in their forums. That's a funny Easter egg. Alright, so I went ahead and booted up the game again because after doing that Easter egg, it locks you out of the guest account. So there wasn't really anything I could do at that point. Will it let me log back in? Oh no, are you kidding me? I don't know how common that Easter egg is, but mean, I just kind of found that on a whim. I just wanted to fucking troll the game a little bit. Well, I can set a room name, oh my god. Yeah, get fucked, buddy. I'm in the room by myself, and there's nothing you can do about it.
After enough time has passed, an entity enters your session and begins to fuck with your playthrough of the beta. And once you're about to complete the round, the game crashes and throws you back to the desktop environment. If you try to send feedback to the beta's developer, your player character becomes locked out of their computer's guest account. And this is just the beginning. But I think this would be a good place to leave off. The No Players Online demo is an experience full of mystery, and is probably the longest demo here on this list. The game currently doesn't have a launch date on Steam, but I figure it's only a matter of time before it receives a proper release. I'd rather not spoil too much about it. Overall, this is without a doubt one of the highlights of the Haunted PS1 demo disc. You should definitely check it out. Did any of you grow up playing Sonic Adventure? The 3D Sonic games were honestly a cornerstone of my childhood, and among them, Sonic Adventure 2 was probably my favorite game to replay. Personally, I grew out of Sonic by the time I became an adult, but Sonic Adventure 2 is still a game I'll go back and replay every now and again. So, given all of that, I was pretty surprised when I got my hands on the Toree Saturn demo and discovered that it's essentially a recreation of the adventure game formula. This is basically something that I've wanted for years, and I pretty much tore through this demo like crazy. I haven't played it yet with a controller, but the keyboard and mouse controls feel incredibly intuitive. It's very easy to build up momentum in this game. Imagine if the bounce bracelet allowed you to break into a drop dash like in Sonic Mania. That's essentially how your ground pound works in this game. And you have to be pretty careful because it's really easy to lose control and fly off of the stage if you're not precise with it. The hard part of this game is keeping your momentum since the ground pound is your main tool for bringing you up to top speed. But to be honest, that's part of the fun. This game heavily rewards map memorization and skill expression, and the homing attack in this game also feels pretty good to use. If you've been looking for any games to scratch that Sonic Adventure itch, I would give this a shot. There's also a demo for it on Steam, and the full game should be out by the time you're watching this video. Just remember to tell him fourentee sent you.
I'm late! I just got fired from my last job! This time, I've gotta wake up a wizard.
This game is a fucking fever dream. So, Ticky's Tower of Time is basically a short demo for a 3D platformer. Despite my love for Mario 64, I personally haven't played a whole lot of collectathon games like this. The closest thing I can probably compare it to off the top of my head is Battle for Bikini Bottom. You play as this little clock named Ticky who's been hired to wake up a wizard. He was probably shipped from Amazon or something, I don't know. What is that? But when he arrives, he finds out all the rooms have been locked up. One by one, Ticky has to go through each level and collect these hourglasses needed to unlock the other rooms.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Mario 64 expert. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
I really don't have much to say about this game. I just thought it deserved a bit of a spotlight. It's genuinely charming, but that being said, I don't know when this game's getting a full release. Either way, I had a lot of fun playing it, and I hope you give it a shot. A mix of classic survival horror and trash movies. Play as an 80s... What the fuck?
Introducing Max, the man who loves sex.
Oh no, tank controls. Oh god. Can I go in here?
How do I use bandages? My whole life I was a...
Oh no, I'm not reading the whole game like this. Yes, I'll take the bandage. Oh my god, I turn around so slowly. They really nailed the atmosphere on this. I mean, I don't want to. God damn it, we're in Bill Cosby's sex dungeon. Fuck. Yes. I would very much like a gun right now. Oh my god. What the hell?
Surely it can't fall a second time. Inches of cup. Oh my god, no. You can't do this shit to me. Box with a number lock. I didn't try any code, but the man on the wall told me it's the number of victims. It's either 89 or 90. So it's 89. That should do it. This is kind of unsettling. What the fuck? Okay, let's break the chains. Okay, that's pretty cool. Okay. I like the controls in this a lot. This is a really good way to do tank controls. Oh, no, there's stairs here. Okay, yeah, back the fuck up, buddy. I'm not gonna lie, this is a really good control scheme for a PC horror game. Oh god. Yes. So is this game out? I mean, this is really fun. Oh god. Oh no. Fucking run. Oh, you gotta be fucking me. Oh god. I don't like the sound of that. Elevator switch is missing. What do you mean it's missing? Can I break it with the hatchet? Come on. So what's going on? I just have to head back? Unless... Oh god. Oh god. Okay. Oh my. Jesus. Oh god. Okay. I'll just keep taking damage, I guess. I kind of wasted all my pistol ammo. Oh god. Okay. Oh my god.
I literally made this video so I wouldn't have to do a video on Huntsman. Are you fucking kidding me right now?
The Hungry Fly is basically a game where you play as a fly. That's hungry. Riveting, I know.
Alright boys, it's time to start scheming.
In all honesty, this demo is probably the one that unnerved me the most. For about the first half of this demo, you're just playing as this tiny fly zipping all over the place. But during the second half, you come in contact with this caterpillar that seems to have misplaced its hairbrush. Upon further investigation, the fly meets a spider who offers his assistance in exchange for food. We're then asked to play as the spider, who begins to eat off parts of the caterpillar once it's discovered that she ate her own brush. It's a gut-wrenching display of gluttony, and I was pretty much cringing the entire time.
If you say I have to cut you open again, I swear to God. No, stop.
But given all that, this game basically succeeds at being the most disturbing horror game in this video. I'm genuinely not interested in playing the full game when it drops, but for those who can stomach this sort of shit, it feels like there might be a really good story at the heart of it. The art style makes my skin crawl, and for what this game is trying to be, it certainly succeeds at that.
Along the shore, the cloud waves break. The twin suns sink behind the lake. The shadows lengthen in Carcosa.
Horror games like this only come once every few years. This was a project I knew about a month before I even started working on this video. The fact it's even in this demo disc is just pure happenstance. Eclipsium is a Lovecraftian psychological horror game along the lines of Amnesia: The Dark Descent. Personally, I wasn't really scared playing this demo, but I figured the game's saving all of its punches for the final release.
That dude's gonna have crazy arthritis once this is over. This reminds me of like those rotoscoped side-scroller games that I've seen videos on. Alright, all I need now is some booze and we're ready to game. Oh, that wasn't car keys. So a bit of a trend I'm noticing is that these games aren't exactly that scary. Either that or my tolerance for horror is incredibly high. Like, I used to listen to fucking creepypastas basically every day in high school on my iPod. I'm just very desensitized to this sort of shit. These walls are like, I got my eyes on you! Can I interact with this? Am I shredded out in the middle of the water? Oh god, please. Please, no. Not like this. What the fuck?
Levels in the Eclipsium demo bleed into one another as the world around you continuously unravels. It employs a lot of similar tricks present in Layers of Fear, but the execution is on a whole other level. Forests give way to dark torchlit caverns, bridges wind in on themselves, and tugboats melt into massive storage facilities. Basically, it's like playing a walking simulator while high on Benadryl. Speaking of horrors beyond comprehension, the atmosphere is easily the game's strongest suit. Both the art and sound direction go a long way to immerse me into the experience, and the animated cutscenes greatly enhance the surreal aesthetic that the game's going for.
I will say this animation style does a lot to... Okay. Okay. Oh god. It's gonna... Yeah, that's what I was expecting.
Overall, Eclipsium is a game that I plan to pick up day one. I'm hoping that this won't be a massive disappointment like Layers of Fear, but I'm going to temper my expectations and try to go in with an open mind. Before I go over this last game, I want to ask you something. How many of you have played Undertale? I'd be shocked if you haven't. Most of the current day indie game boom pretty much owes its success to Undertale. It's an incredibly influential game, and its many spiritual successors alongside Super Smash Bros. Are entirely responsible for the modern day popularity of Earthbound. So to cap off this video, I want to talk about a project that owes its existence to this game.
Dude, this game reeks of Undertale.
FriendShapes is a 2.5D light RPG that leans heavily into the realm of abstract horror. Undertale's visual language, alongside other visual influences such as Yume Nikki, can be felt all over this game's aesthetic. In this demo, you control a nameless thing that woke up in the land of Lee Valley, and after being given a map, you're left to explore the game's world through roguelike encounters full of unique characters and events.
I can save via context. What the fuck? Hey, yo, give me a hand, buddy. Give me 5. They're very chill. Alright, let's go look around. What is this? Just let me leave. What the fuck is this game? What the hell, man? Let's try a gesture. What happens if I try to speak to it? Just let me leave this place.
Now, I do want to note the full game's reception is slightly mixed on Steam. Granted, the game only has 12 reviews, but if you're thinking of checking out the full release, I'd maybe temper your expectations. Personally, I plan on picking this up sometime after the video drops. If I enjoy what's there, I'll probably make a full video on this game at some point. Overall, FriendShapes is my personal recommendation for this video. If you're looking for something to scratch that Undertale itch, I would definitely consider checking this out. And that about covers everything I want to talk about in this video. If you want to see more from me, consider liking and subscribing. I also have a main channel where I upload non-horror related stuff. My last 2 horror videos are on there, but future uploads will be on here going forward. If you'd like to see some of my horror stuff, the playlist for that is on screen now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.
I don't know why it's not in full screen. Hello, everybody.